Welcome to yoga. Today you will want to have a block, just one block, maybe a chair. We're going to do some seated breath work where it's going to be important to have like a tall straight spine. So if you're more comfortable with a chair or seated on a blanket or whatever, today's focus is going to be on Asana practice as meditation. So as a moving meditation. So one definition of yoga from Patanjali, thousands of years ago, is yoga is the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. So calming the thought mind, stilling it by having a focus in asana practice and in meditation is a focus within. Sometimes on the breath, something that's happening within the body. So in our asana practice, we focus on listening to your body. So getting out of the thinking mind into the feeling mind, the mind of the sensations in the body. And listening to your body will tell you when you need to put a little more energy into something or back off a little bit. Instead of listening to your mind, you let your body tell you that. So we're going to be focusing on moving with the breath, which is a point of focus, and also using the breath to get more into and out of our poses. So we will start by centering, and your choice, seated or supine. We're going to start with a body scan, and I'm going to guide you in that as a way of just seeing where you are today in your body. So find a comfortable place that you'd like to start. Again, it can be seated or supine. It might be actually, well, you can do either. So close your eyes. Let's just start with 3 breaths with a slow deep inhale and then sigh the breath out just to kind of settle in. So deep inhale through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. 2 more, just like that. So I'm gonna guide you, and we're just gonna settle your awareness on each area that I name, just for a few seconds. No judgment, just notice any sensation you feel. You may feel nothing, just bring your awareness to that body part. So let's start with the soles of your feet. So bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. The backs of your ankles, your calves, the back of your knees, the back of your thighs, your buttocks, the lower back, the middle back, your upper back and shoulders, your arms, your armpits, the back of your upper arms, your elbows, back of your lower arms, the back of the hands, the palms of the hands, back of the fingers, the tips of the fingers, the front of the hands, the front of the lower arms, the front of the upper arms, your shoulders, the back of the neck, the back of the head, back of the ears, the top of the head, your forehead, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your lips, your tongue, your teeth, your chin, your throat, your chest, your solar plexus, your stomach, belly, your genitals, front of the thighs, your knees, your shins, top of the feet, top of the toes, and now just have an awareness of your whole body, of your body as a whole. Relaxed, maybe not so relaxed, but however relaxed it is. Just your whole body right here, right now, in the present moment. Now take a moment to check into the feeling tone of your body, which is similar to your emotions. Just notice how you feel. It might be well, unwell, bored, curious, calm, agitated. Just notice how you feel. And again, not with judgment, you're just finding out where you are in the moment without resisting or trying to change it. And then lastly, look at the state of your mind. Just notice if it's hard for you to focus, if you've got a lot of mental activity, thoughts running around. Notice the state of your mind. In our yoga practice, as I said at the beginning, Yoga is the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind. So as we practice in asana today, we're going to be coming back again and again away from our thinking mind into our feeling mind, and practicing being in the present moment, not carried away by our thoughts. So that's part of our practice. And we're going to begin practice today in a seated breath practice, so pranayama practice. So you can be seated with your legs crossed or straight out, anything that's comfortable. Perhaps raising your hips up on a blanket if your hips need a little raising up there, or seated on a chair. That's perfectly fine. What we're going for is a tall, straight spine. So not over efforting, but wherever you're seated, lifting up, keeping that spine somewhat active. Energy can flow up and down. So find your comfortable seat and close your eyes. And our practice is going to be mindfulness of breathing. So it's just keeping your mind focused on the breath and how the breath moves in your body. So begin by taking a deep, slow inhalation. No over effort, gentle inhalation. And just pause for a moment at the top of your inhalation and release it slowly through your nose. In the beginning of the practice, we did it through the exhalation through the mouth, but now do inhale, exhale through your nose. Do that once again. A slow, full, gentle inhalation through your nose. And a slow, gentle exhalation through your nose. And now, as you continue to breathe in and out your nose, we're not going to be controlling the breath, so I don't know if this would really count as pranayama, which is controlling the breath. This is more of a meditation, actually, on the breath. So just notice where you feel the breath on the inhale, the exhale. Notice how the breath moves in your body. So just have an intention of curiosity. You're not controlling the breath, you're just breathing how your body breathes, so that each breath will be different. Let go of control and just stay with each breath, being curious about how the breath moves in your body, how your body moves as you inhale and as you exhale. All you need to do is keep your awareness on the breath. And if you become aware that you've lost that focus, just gently come back. Continuous, one-pointed attention or awareness. This is practice instilling your mental chatter by focusing on one thing, in this case, the breath. Just accepting your experience in this moment just as it is, not trying to change it, just be with it and be still. If you're having a really difficult time concentrating on the sensations of breathing, you can silently in your mind say to yourself, in as you inhale and out as you exhale. If your attention strays, just gently come back. And you might have to do this every time, but as you practice, just being with each breath, practice staying focused, it will become easier. We're going to do another minute or so, so just stay relaxed, practice bringing your awareness to the sensation of breath in your body. And now open your eyes, maybe stretch your arms up, take a little side bend to the right, side bend to the left, and then we're going to start our practice standing up. So best for you, come to standing. Could be come to your knees, come up through downward facing dog, and then walk your feet up to your hands and come all the way up. So our first asana or movement is going to be moving with the breath. So start in mountain pose. So lift and spread your toes, rock forward onto your toe pads and backwards onto your heels, maybe side to side. Find the balance between the four corners of your feet. And press down into both feet, feeling an activation of the legs. So energy is going, line of energy from your core. Everything starts from your core. Pressing down, kneecaps will lift, and then take a little tuck. So a cat tilt of your pelvis, little tuck to bring your front hip bones up. So this is all getting balanced and aligned. And then lift through your side waist. So bring the low ribs away from your pelvic hip pointers. Lift up. So this is where breath helps. Inhale. Lift everything up. Then externally rotate your shoulders. So shoulders come up to the ears, back down. Open chest. Nice open chest. Spread your fingers so your energy is coming down through your arms, down through your fingers toward the ground, and then lift up through the crown of your head as if there was a string right in the top of your head, lifting you up. So your shoulders aren't going up, but your neck is getting long. And you have two lines of energy, one from the core down through your feet, and one from your core up through the top of your head, balancing lines of energy. Now with your hands spread, just bring your arms up overhead so your thumbs touch, and then your arms down by your side. So just do that a few more times, just lifting your arms up overhead and bringing them back to your side. 2 more times. Now pause, and now we're going to move with the breath. So as your inhale begins, spread your fingers, keeping the energy going. Spread your toes, press down into your feet. And as your inhale begins, begin to raise your arms. And at the end of your inhale, thumbs touch. And as your exhale begins, the arms come back down by your sides. And as they touch, your exhale ends. So you're moving with the breath, letting the breath initiate the movement. Your breath is long, slow, steady. It's our yogic 3-part breath. Consciously match your movement to your breath. Let the breath initiate the movement. So your thumbs touch as the exhale ends. Inhale ends, exhale begins, and your arms begin to move down, slowly reaching your legs as the exhale ends. One more time. Now in the last stage, you're going to let the breath and the movement become one. So just let them flow together. Just as though it's happening organically and you're not having to force it or even be conscious about it. The inhale, feel as though the inhale is actually lifting, helping your arms to go up. And the exhale, a little bit of resistance. Your arms are not just falling down to your legs, but they're moving with the breath. So there's a little resistance both ways. Intention. Okay, then pause, and we're going to next come into mountain pose, just quiet mountain. So we're going to again come back, we built a mountain pose already, so just come back mindfully into your mountain pose. Just take a few breaths here, remembering alignment, feeling the energy, lines of energy moving down through your feet, up through the crown of your head. Notice the openness of your chest, the grounding down at the same time as you're rising up, all the way energy from the soles of your feet, through the crown of your head, down through your arms. Now interlace your fingers and put them on top of your hands on top of your head with the palms facing up. This is going to be active mountain. So bring your elbows back. You don't want to have a hunched chest. So keep the open chest, elbows pressing back. Make sure you have that slight tilt in your so you're like your tail between your legs, the cat tilt, and so your rear end doesn't go out. You want to have a little tuck there. Protect your low back. Exhale completely. And as you begin to inhale, start to press your palms up toward the ceiling about 2/3 of the way, and then pause. Keep the lift. Even on the exhale, keep the lift of your rib cage away from the pelvis, so maintain that lift. And then as you inhale, press your palms up a little more, put some oomph into it. Exhale, pull your belly back in, but don't lose the lift. And then finally straighten your arms all the way up, press up, come back on the exhale to tuck your tailbone, belly in. Let your head come forward, keep your shoulders back. Close your eyes if you have the balance. Inhale energy down through your feet, up through your arms. Exhale, roll your belly in. Keep everything in alignment. And then let your arms come back down by your sides. Shake everything out. Take your feet maybe a little bit, take your block. Oh no, I forgot something. Sorry, you gotta go back. Gotta go back. So come back to your palms facing up and lift them straight up, pressing up. One more, this was kind of the challenging part. And as you inhale, lift your heels off the floor and come up onto your toes. So this is a balance. So keep that strong energy going down and the lifting up through your arms. See if you can come onto your toes. And you come out, come back. Let the inhale lift you. Exhale, stabilize. And then bring your heels down, arms down. Now shake everything out again. And take your block, if you have one, or something you put between your legs. This is going to give us a little more of a feeling of drawing our thighs in and back as we do a side stretch. So start in mountain. Your feet might be a little further apart. And on an inhale, raise your left arm up overhead, stretch. And on an right hand is on your right thigh, side thigh. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend the other way. So your left hand on your left thigh, stretching over. See that the raised arm is over the ear. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend right. So move with the breath. Inhale, lengthens and opens, creates space. Exhale, softens, creates stretch. Just continue side to side a couple more times. Inhale, stretches through the shape, and the exhale releases through the shape. Next time you side bend to the right, pause there and just continue to breathe on this one side. Inhaling, stretch down through the left foot, out through the left fingers. Exhale, soften, release into the stretch. Your body will tell you what the right stretch is. Just notice how the breath helps you to get more out of the pose. Now inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend left, and hold for a few breaths. Maintain the alignment of ear over, under, arm over ear. Pressing maybe a little more into the right foot to get more out of the stretch. Find the balance between stretching and yielding. And then inhale up, hands around. You can take the block out. And we'll do a few half suns for some movement. So again, focus on moving with your breath and letting the breath, in breath energizes, the out breath is a brief relax, not total letting go. But anyway, so inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bending your knees as much or as little as feels right for you. Inhale, half lift, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Spread your fingers as you come up. Hands meet overhead and down to the midline. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push into your feet, spread your arms, come all the way up. Hands to heart space. Very nice. Now turn to face the long edge of your mat. Spread your feet wide apart. Toes are forward. Press down into both feet. Don't come onto the edges of your feet. Press firmly into all sides of your feet. Bring your hands to your waist. Lengthen up through the crown of your head on an inhale. You got it. So press down and lift up. Inhale, lengthen your spine. So the inhale lengthens everything, creates space in your joints so you can move better. Exhale, lengthen out through the crown of your head and come forward. Folding at the hips, keeping a long straight spine. You can have a block here to rest your hands on. You can bring your feet maybe a little further apart. You can stay here, or if you want to experience it, you can exhale, come forward, all the way down, resting on your hands. Keep pressing into your feet. Keep a little tilt in your in your pelvis. Tailbone. You can walk your hands forward into a wide leg downward facing dog. Knees can be a little bent or a lot. Stretch up through your tailbone up. Chest comes toward your thighs. Neck is loose. Let go of any tension in your neck. And walk your hands back. If you walked your feet out, bring them back a little closer. Lift halfway, lengthen out, fold forward, and bring your hands to your hips. And come all the way up, pressing through your feet. Strong flat back, come up. Then take your left heel, we're going to go into warrior two. So lift your left heel, rotate it back toward the back corner of your mat, and bring your right toes toward the other end of your mat, short edge. Bend your right knee so that it comes over the right ankle. Square your shoulders to the long edge of the mat. Make sure your foundation is stable. You might need to move your legs closer or further apart. Spine comes right straight up through the sacrum, right through the pelvis, right up. Now inhale your arms out shoulder height, fingers are spread, lines of energy down both legs and out through your arms and then up through the crown of your head. So 5 lines of energy. Now take your gaze out over the middle finger of your right hand. Check your front knee to make sure you can see your toes. Knee over ankle. Breathe here. So inhale, lengthen up. Energize. Exhale, keep the length, but maybe soften down through the hips and the knees. Maybe not. Relax your face, your jaw, your neck. Come back to your breath. Breath is slow, deep, and even. If the pose feels heavy, you could emphasize your inhale a little more to energize. Now turn your right palm up, and as you inhale, bring the right arm up by your ear, your left arm down your left thigh, similar to the side stretches we did. Reverse warrior. And then come back to warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale in warrior 2. Then inhale, palm up, reach up, and exhale into reverse warrior. Don't force it. Your body will tell you where to go. Keep in your feeling mind, not your thinking mind. Now the next time you go into reverse warrior, pause, hold it. Inhale right into the stretch. Feel stable through your foundation, but not over-efforting. Inhale up. Arms come down, parallel your feet. Maybe step your feet together and just shake everything out. That makes my hips a little, I don't know, talking to me when I hold it. And then we'll try that on the other side. So start with your feet parallel. Rotate your right heel back to the corner of the mat and left toes the other way. Bend your left knee right over your left ankle. Adjust your stance. Make it the right way for you. Parallel your shoulders to the mat. Spine right up through the middle. Inhale your arms out to the side. Spread your fingers. Energize your arms and lift up the crown of your head. Turn to look over the middle finger of your left arm. And breathe. And be aware of your foundation, your feet pressing into the earth, stable foundation. And as you inhale, lift and expand. Open your chest. Feel how the inhale does that, lengthens your spine. Exhale. Perhaps soften a little more into the pose, a little more ease. Check in with your face, your jaw, your neck. Relax where you can relax. Listen to your body. Turn your left palm up, right hand to your right thigh. Stretch back, few times movement between warrior 2 and reverse warrior. Move with your breath, whatever breath works for you. And the next time you come into reverse warrior, hold the pose. Your gaze here can be up to your upper arm or straight ahead or down to your right hand. So drishti is your choice. Breathe, come back to your breath. Feel the breath in the body. And then come back up to standing. Come to the feet together. We move around a little bit. And we're going to come down onto our bellies, and we're going to do it by starting in mountain pose. And then inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to hang out in forward fold a little bit. So, sorry, come back to just standing, mountain pose. So start with your hands on your thighs here. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, begin to slide your hands down your legs, coming into forward fold like this. Bend your knees a lot so that your belly comes right onto your thighs. So they're supported here. You can also do this sitting in a chair, bringing your chest to your thighs in a chair. So knees are bent, belly onto your thighs, head hangs, upper body hangs. Take a hold of opposite elbows or place your hands on the mat or behind your legs. Any arms that you want, you can put your hands under your toes. So there's lots of ways to do this, but just let everything hang. Release. So this is a yielding posture. You're just releasing. Make sure you're supported. As you can straighten your legs a little if you want, but if it's better for you to have everything supported for your low back or whatever, then keep the deep knee bend. But just keep coming back to releasing. So your belly is pulled in. But you're just supported and able to release the whole upper body over and over and over. Let go of any resistance. Now bring your hands to your shins, lengthen out, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale again, place your hands on the mat, walk your feet back into downward facing dog. And then either come into high plank and lower down slowly, chaturanga, or bring your knees to the mat, shoulders over wrist, and lower very slowly, chin first, and then chest, and come into a prone position. Forehead on the mat. We're going to do a version of locust pose. So forehead on the mat, arms by your side, palms face down. Your legs are extended, the tops of your feet press into the mat so your knees actually come off the mat. So you're pressing down through the tops of your feet and through your pelvis. Tuck your tailbone. Roll your shoulders up together off the mat. So the only thing that's going to lift here is your head and upper chest. The legs stay pressed into the mat, hands stay pressed into the mat. As an inhale comes, inhale, lengthen and lift. Don't worry about how high you go. Clench your buttocks. Pressing down, exhale, lower. So we're going to move, lifting on the inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head, gazes down, exhale, lower. We're going to do this a few more times. Don't worry about getting up high, but do keep your shoulder blades together, moving toward each other. Move with the breath. Inhale helps you lift and lengthen. Exhale, come back down slowly. You want to keep your neck long. So don't tuck your chin too much or lift it too much. Think of a long neck, front and back. A couple more. Inhale, exhale. And then bring your hands under your forehead, palms stacked, and just rest. Just let everything go, release, feel the energy moving around. Come back to your breath. And then bring your hands under your shoulders and come on up to tabletop, all fours. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Spread your fingers. Find Pada Bandha, the hands, foundation, press into the mat. Hips are over your knees, press into the tops of your feet. Neutral spine to start. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale, lengthen out in two directions, lengthen your spine. As you come to an exhale, start by tucking your tailbone, tilting your pubic bone up, and then come into cat pose, round your back, bring your chest toward your chin. Let the breath initiate the movement. Inhale, start at your pelvis, tilt it up, forward. Cow, chin lifts slightly. So move with your breath. Come back to where we started, learning to move with the breath. Let it be a flow. So you maybe don't even have to think about it. It's just the movement and the breath is one thing. Initiate the movement from your core, with the sacrum, with the pelvis, tucking and tilting. Cow pose is the tilt. Cat pose is the tuck. And then let the flexion or extension move right up your spine. But start in the center. This is like a moving meditation, or meditation in action. Coordinating the breath and the movement, keeping your focus, one pointed focus inside the body. And then next time you come to an exhale, let your hips come all the way back into child's pose. Sink down, child's pose of your choice. Listen to your body. Find the place where you can let go as much as possible of any effort. Just sink down, let go. But stay in your body, stay in your feeling mind, and release. And always come back to the sensation of breath in the body as your focus. Now come back up to tabletop. Take your legs out to the side and come onto a seat. Come onto your back. Straighten out both legs. Inhale your arms overhead, take a full body stretch. And as you come to your exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Squeeze it in, hands around the shin or around the thigh. Left foot is flexed. Continue to lengthen out through your left leg. Press it lightly into the mat. Different things on different sides. Press the right knee into the chest. Continue to breathe if you want to. As you come to an exhale, pull your belly in and you can lift your head and shoulders toward your knee to hold or in movement. Or you can just hold, pressing the knee in. Couple more breaths. Slow, deep, even breath. As you come to an inhale, lengthen out your right leg to meet the left. Bring your arms overhead. Lengthen in two directions. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest. Activate the right leg. Press out gently through the right foot. Gently press the right leg into the mat. As you flex your left hip and knee, drawing it into your chest. Notice the difference in your sides. I think it's very common to have a difference in your hips. I'm very aware of it because my right hip is about to be replaced, so I've got a lot of different sensations over there. Just notice, no judgment. Option on an exhale to bring your belly in, raise your chest up toward your knee. How do you know whether to do it? Listen to your body. Now lengthen out your left leg, arms overhead, full body stretch. Now bring both knees into your chest. Take the knees out, feet up toward the ceiling, knees toward your armpits. Take a hold of your lower leg or around your big toes. Happy baby. And you can keep pressing your Knees down to the sides, outside your shoulders. Can rock right and left, rock around on your sacrum. Pressing up one foot at a time. I wonder why babies tend to do this. And adults don't do it very much, but we have stuff to learn from babies, so this might feel really good. And then pause and come back to center. Feet on the mat. And if you'd like to take a twist before Shavasana, you can if you're ready to go to Shavasana right now, or if you want to do a different, any kind of a pose, just take a minute or two to give yourself what your body needs before we come into our final posture. So it could be a supine twist, it could be anything your body's asking for. So just take a couple minutes. If you're going to do something that is asymmetrical, I'll tell you when half the time is up so you can move to do it on the other side too. This is a chance for you to really practice listening to your body and just what would feel good right now, or what does your body feel like? Okay, so if you've done something asymmetrical, finish up on that side and move into the other side. And so give yourself time, if you are doing another side, to balance that out. And then as you're ready, no matter what you've been doing, move toward Shavasana, finding a symmetrical position. And just a suggestion, I'm not going to read through the body scan again, but just a suggestion to do your own body scan before surrendering everything into Shavasana, just if you feel like it. And we're going to settle in for about 5 minutes, which is a good long time, I think, for Shavasana. And it's another practice in letting go of control. So we've kind of been listening to our body. This is a chance for you to integrate all the things you've done during practice. Just let your body be where it is. Don't get lost in your thoughts, though. Just having a awareness of everything, inner, outer, and just being with it, accepting it, not trying to change anything that's happening. Just practice being right in the moment relaxed, supported, safe, curious. Now gently bring your awareness back to the space. Begin to awaken your body slowly with small movements. And to deepen your breath. And then one knee at a time, bring your knees into your chest. Come over onto your side. Cradle your head in your arms. Just take a few breaths here before coming to seat. Following your breath. Remembering your intention if you set one. I did not cue that, but maybe you do it automatically. It's a good thing. Just noticing where you are at the end of practice. And use your arms to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. With a nice, tall, straight spine. Close your eyes. Take one slow, deep, even inhale, exhale. And I invite you to bring your hands, palms together at your heart space. Thank yourself. Be grateful for this time you've taken for yourself and your willingness to practice on inner focus, to listen to your body, to stay present, get to know yourself a little better and give your body what it needs. I thank you for coming to practice. I never know who's out there, so if you're hearing this, it's nice to know someone's watching. And the light in me bows to and honors the very same light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks for coming. Have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you back here next week. Bye.